Hello guys, welcome to the latest episode of Every Platform, and welcome today to Hatfield Peveril, located on the Great Eastern Main Line. Welcome to the second episode of Essex. It is only the second episode. The last time I was in Essex and did a video for Every Platform was back in 2021, so it was a good while ago. So it has actually been a long while since this trip in particular, Essex 2, has been planned for nearly 2 years, and I haven't actually got around to doing it until today. So here we are. Joining today we have Cam J. Kerman. Hello. And we also have Brandon, who's waddling all the way down there, Southern Train Spot 2006. And we also have Liam with us today, but he'll be joining us a little bit later. So yes, we'll talk about this station in just a moment. This is one of the only stations on the Great Eastern Main Line that you will be seeing today, because today's focus is two branch lines, Braintree and Harwich. Those two are the focuses today. The Mayflower line between Manningtree and Harwich Town, and also I don't think actually is the name, the Braintree branch between Witham and Braintree. We have already done Braintree on Every Platform, but we haven't done the shacks that are in between Witham and Braintree. So that's the focus today, including one of the least excuse me, still getting over my chest infection just about, but yeah, including one of the least used stations, or former least used stations in Essex, which was Notley, which we will be visiting today as well. So if you do check out any updates on trips and posts, please do check out my Facebook group, and also check out my Instagram at KTVids for story updates. And also, if you want to see trip updates on the Facebook group, be sure to check out the featured link, the featured section on the group, which will have the list of trips, and I update them every time a trip is done. So yes, anyway, let's begin today's episode of Every Platform here at Hatfield Peveril. Enjoy. Right, we've got another 7:20 pairing coming through. So 7:20 108 was the rear, and the front of it was 7:20 ABC. Easy as 1, 2, 3. I haven't done that in a while. It was 7:20 1, 2, 3 at the front. See what's next. Right, we've got a freight passing through now. Should be formed of a maritime liveried 66, I think. Nope. It's GBRF one. GBRF one. 66708 heading through, and that one goes. That is heading from Hams Hall to Felixstowe, so there it goes. Right, passing through there is a 745 heading from London Liverpool Street to Ipswich. Normally run to Norwich, they do, but due to engineering works this weekend, they are only going to Ipswich, and then there'll be a rail replacement bus between there to call it Stowmarket, Diss and Norwich. So there that one goes. Okay, so a couple of facts about this station. So this serves the town of Hatfield Peveril in Essex. The station was opened in late 1844, so it is a very old station, but was actually destroyed by a fire about 5 years later in 1849. So it was rebuilt on the current site, opened in 1878. So this, where it is at the moment, has been active since 1878. So yes, the station's got a lot of history to it, this one, because of that fire, but also there was also what's known as a private station, so I guess those that were specifically for very important people, VIPs. Just to the west it was for Boreham House, but again that closed a long time ago. The station just has a lot of the stuff that happened at this station happened sort of near to the opening of it. As for trains, it's an hourly service here in modern day between Liverpool Street and Ipswich on the stopping services. You obviously do get some extras that stop here at peak times, but it is generally one train an hour. And the station building, I believe, is potentially Grade 2 listed as well. So yes, but it is like your typical Essex station, with the station building at the very, very far end of the platform. And yeah, everything else basically being the shelters and open world. So yeah, so that is Hatfield Peveril. The next station we're going to is going to be Cressing. We're going to head on the Braintree branch first, but we're actually going to get a bus to Witham. 2 buses actually, so you've got a bit of bus footage coming up next. So we'll update you when we get on the bus to head to Witham, which is going to be operated by First Essex. The 371 now, heading off to Witham. That's the first 2 buses that we're catching on this particular stretch. The first bus we've got on this one in particular is a B7 RLE Right Eclipse 2, which is a 2011 plate. And it's actually got the old first seats as well. So these are like the ones that when buses would have had an older livery, and it's the original seats. They've got more updated seats now, which are more leathery, but these aren't. Witham, I'll update you shortly. So there goes our first bus. That's the 371, which heads over to Colchester from Chelmsford, and obviously it's dropped us off here in Witham. So we're now going to wait here at Newland Street, which is the main sort of terminus point for, well, main centre point for buses. The other company that obviously run here is Stevenson's of Essex, and we are using their bus shortly. Here's one of their E200s, which is probably the most common bus in their fleet. Fleet number 465 EU62 FBO. We're going to take that, well, we're not taking that one, but there will be another one of these that turns up shortly to take us to Cressing. Update you soon. Right, we're now on board bus number 2, which is Stevenson's of Essex, and this is the 38, which is taking us to Cressing. Via 200 on this one. never seen this sort of style on an E200, so that's good. And there's another E200 over there, first one. So yeah, I'll update you shortly anyway. Right, so Enviro 200's just left, and we're now here in Cressing, and we're going to make our way over to the railway station now, and yeah, go from there. Right, we're now here at Cressing station, located on the Braintree branch. So let's just go through. So this is a single platform station, located on a frequency where the train is hourly. Literally one train on the branch will just go up to Braintree and come back and call here. The 11:43 to Braintree is the next train, which is R1, so we've only got 20 minutes here, so that's ideal. We actually killed a bit of time finding our way here. Funny story about how we got here, actually. So Cam, we were on the Stevenson's bus, we got off, well, Cam pressed the bell a little bit early, only a little bit, but that wasn't really the funny thing.
It was 2 stops earlier, but I think it worked out good in the end because we got a shop.
Yeah, we found the shop, so we were fine. But yeah, basically what happened was we walked through this neighbourhood, and there's really sort of hidden, like, cut through that leads out to this station. Cam, basically, and Brandon actually, turn around and go back. And then some lovely friendly locals who were outside doing their garden said, "Are you looking for the station?" And they pointed us in the right direction.
Yes.
And yeah, so
we became unlost.
We did become unlost. So yes, a very hidden station to find.
So
but there is a permit to travel machine here, yes, which is very nice.
Do you have it? You want to see if it works?
Maybe. Yeah, so we'll talk about the station that's facts in a minute, but yeah, this is Cressing. Okay, so this station here, Cressing, serves the villages of Cressing and Black Notley in Essex. The station was actually originally called Bulford, and it opened in 1848, but was renamed in 1911 to Cressing, the name it is now. It is also suggested that this station had a passing loop during the Second World War. There are what looks to be remnants of an old track, so I would think that it did have a passing loop, or it had a second platform. I don't think it had a second platform, but it definitely had a passing loop where trains could cross over, because there was a lot of sort of work that came through here during the Second World War, because well, I'm not too sure the reason why, because I don't live around here, but still. And there was also originally a signal box that was on this platform, which was preserved for a long time, and in the 1970s it moved to the preserved Colne Valley Railway in Castle Hedingham. This was in the 70s though, and now that's used on a preserved railway line. So yeah, a lot of the old signalling and stuff is actually preserved now, so this station, you know, they did take a lot of that, so that's good. As for the train service, it's hourly service here, so London Liverpool Street to Braintree, which is good, and the bus service is relatively good. The 38 is the most common bus, every 30 minutes, operating between Witham and Braintree, well, Halstead via Braintree. So yes, anyway, we're gonna wait for our train to take us to Braintree Freeport, the next stop. Update you soon. (72574) is arriving here. This is the 11:43 Greater Anglia service to Braintree from London Liverpool Street, and we're going to take this over to Braintree Freeport. Update you soon. Right, pan out there. This is the 11:46 Greater Anglia service to Braintree only. Welcome to Braintree Freeport. The station serves the village shopping centre, which is pretty much nearby, right next to the station, interlinked almost. It's one platform again. We will talk about the station in a bit more detail. There's also a community-drawn sign here which talks about railway safety. It is very important though. as everyone knows. Very well drawn. There's another one here actually. Danger! Never throw stones at the train or put anything on the railway tracks. Never play with a ball or any other toy on a railway station.
Why'd you look at me? Why did you look at me when you said other toy?
No comment.
I thought your channel was PG.
Maybe. No one will ever know what we meant anyway. So, welcome to Braintree Freeport, not Freeport, Freeport station. This station serviced the Braintree Village Shopping Centre, which was formerly known as Braintree Freeport. It's about 44 miles out from Liverpool Street and is between Cressing and Braintree, so it's near to the end of the branch line. The station actually opened, this is the newest station on the line, it opened in 1999, and are you ready for this? The 3-letter station code for Braintree Freeport is BTP, British Transport Police. They probably reside here. Their big base is probably hidden away somewhere here. Yes.
Into the flora.
Yes, it's inside there.
Yeah, adding to the. I will be picking that up for clarification.
Yes, I'm sure you will be.
Yeah, I just need to put the photo.
Yes. Yes, so that's basically it. This station is basically interlinked to the village shopping centre, and even on board the train it says exit for village shopping. So yes. So yeah, that's Braintree Freeport done. The next stop is White Notley. I'll update you soon. So there's just leaving Braintree Freeport, and obviously right next to it is Braintree's village shopping, so it's literally right outside. So that's handy. Apparently there's someone giving away free tiny pizza slices, literally, because Brandon and Liam just came back from the shop. The shopping centre is, oh, it's literally this thing here. So it's not an actual interlinked tunnel or anything, just up some steps, and then you're up here. Yeah, it's a nice area though, actually. Looked up nicely, definitely. Anyway, update you soon when we catch our train to White Notley. Right, arriving in now is going to be the 1201 Greater Anglia service to London Liverpool Street, 72574 again. And there's Brandon and Liam being Brandon and Liam. And we're going to take this to White Notley. Right, 72574. These guys don't read plans, and it's funny. Anyway, so welcome to White Notley station as 72574 heads out to London Liverpool Street. We'll talk about the station in just a moment, but again, this is another single platform station on the branch line, and now we've done White Notley, that clears the Witham to Braintree line, so nice and easy. It's an easy line to do, really. So yeah, we'll update you shortly. So this is White Notley station. This station serves the village of White Notley in Essex. Interestingly enough, this big one platform has enough for 12 coach trains, which is nice and handy, I suppose, if you ever need that. Despite the fact that this station, interestingly, even though it's got an hourly service through to Liverpool Street, so it is really, really good. Opened in 1848 by the Eastern Counties Railway, as did all the other stations barring Braintree Freeport. The station also in 2018/19 period was the least used station in Essex. It no longer is, but White Notley is, or was, sorry, the least used station in Essex. Because basically the station serves nothing. It's just basically this level crossing, the one platform, and that's about it. Yes, Cam?
Look at this, come over here.
Apparently he wants to show me something.
Passport, right?
You got a passport, yeah? Did that work?
It didn't. No, it didn't work, but it recognised that there was a chip.
That's very clever.
There's chips in passports.
Error. Seek assistance from staff. There's no staff here.
Pay for my train with passport.
Yeah, very good. Very clever, Cam. Very clever. Right. Anyway, let's. We're going to wait for our train, and we're going to make our way back to Witham, and then we're going to head to Manningtree. So I'll update you soon. Right, arriving now is the 1307 Greater Anglia service from Braintree to London Liverpool Street. It is 7:21:15. Brandon and Liam aren't here, and the train is stopping down there. So I didn't realise that. That's always fun when you don't realise. Anyway, we're going to head off to Witham. I'll update you soon. Right, we've now made it to Witham, and 7:21:15 we'll be heading out of Witham shortly to head to London Liverpool Street from Braintree. That is the Braintree line done, as Braintree was completed on the first episode of Essex. So if you want to see that one, watch that one. That was one of the very first every platforms I did, actually. Not one of the very first, but it was an early one. But yes, 7:21:15 is heading off to London Liverpool Street. So that one goes. We're now going to continue our journey along the Great Eastern Main Line and wait for another Greater Anglia service. This one is going to be another Ipswich service from London Liverpool Street, and is going to take us to Manningtree. So we will update you shortly when we head to Manningtree. Right, now arriving is our train, the 1321 Greater Anglia service to Ipswich from London Liverpool Street. We've got another pair of 720s on these. And on it we've got 720 562. Excuse my coughing. And 720 518. And we're going to take this one to Manningtree. I'll update you shortly. Right, so we now made it to Manningtree. We will be coming back here later to do a bit more footage of the station, because we've only got a short connection time here. But over there is 720 535. That's going to be our train next. That is on the Mayflower line, which is heading to Harwich Town, and we're going to be taking that to Mistley, the next station that's after Manningtree on the line. As you can see, this station is 4 platforms, so it is relatively big. It's got, yeah, it's a relatively big platform, or big station even. Platform 1, which is where that 720 is now, it's the Harwich platform, and only can be accessed from that branch line, cannot be accessed during any platform alterations or anything like that. Anyway, I'll update you shortly. So now on platform 1, this is the Harwich platform here at Manningtree. So we've got, excuse me, 5 stations to visit on this branch line, all pretty quickly. Some got 2 bus connections, and yes, yeah, so it should be interesting. Update you when we get to Mistley. Right, we've made it to Mistley, and departing out now is going to be the 1402 Greater Anglia service to Harwich Town from Manningtree. So welcome to Mistley station. This is on the Mayflower line, which is the line that runs between Manningtree and Harwich Town. There's 5 stations on the branch, and this is the first one we're visiting. It's the first one you also get to when you leave Manningtree. 2 platforms here, unlike a lot of the other stations we've seen today. This one's got 2 platforms. Our next station we're going to visit is Dovercourt, but before we do, we'll talk about a couple of facts about this station, and then we're going to make our way to Dovercourt and update you shortly. Okay, so this station is Mistley, located in the village of Mistley in Essex. Opened by the Eastern Union Railway in 1854. The station building, which is the one you see before you here, is Grade 2 listed. There was a signal box at the London end of the down platform, because trains from here regularly did go to London, but now they don't. The actual, when aspect signalling came in, the signal box that was here got moved to Chapel and Wakes Colne and went for the East Anglian Railway Museum. So that's so the old signal box that was here did well, the catenary of that basically got moved over. It was in 1985 and it's still operational today, so that's pretty cool. As for the frequency here, it's an hourly service on the line in between Harwich Town and Manningtree. There are also a couple of passing trains a day which go from London Liverpool Street to Harwich International. That's what's known as the Dutch Flyer, but we'll talk more about that when we get to Harwich International later. So for now, we're going to head off. We're going to catch a bus. You're going to laugh at us when you find out what bus it is, but we're going to catch a bus.
It's not that 40 minutes, is it?
It is. And we're going to take that to Dovercourt, so update you soon. Just another quick look at the station as we leave. As you can tell, it is definitely a Grade 2 listed building. It's actually a beauty salon or beauty shop that's built into the station, so adding to another of the businesses that get built into a station. So yeah, anyway, we're going to leave now. We're going to walk down to the bus stop and make our way to Dovercourt. I'll update you soon. Heading off to Dovercourt. That's speed number 63329. Here's on the 104, which comes from Colchester to Harwich. Alright, we're now here at Dovercourt and about to depart is a street light. (63329). I think that was a pretty grim journey, to be honest, as expected for a first street light. I don't really think we expect anything less for that, do we? Yeah. Cam, what do we think of first street lights?
Not as good as Arriva's.
I agree. Arriva's ones are actually all right, but
Some of Arriva's good buses.
yeah, so that's good. Right, we are now going to head over to Dovercourt station and catch a train to the terminus, Harwich Town. Good. And we'll update you from there. Right, here we are at Dovercourt, our next station for today. One platform station on the Mayflower line. We just got off the street light. We have got one more bus to do today, which is probably the best of the bunch. But yeah, before we do that, let's look at this station. So this station serves the town of Dovercourt. It's basically outskirts of Harwich, but it is its own town as well. Very nice looking station actually, as you look at it. We are basically by the sea. Harwich is one of those places, so it's a very coastal branch line. So this is the first station you get to when you leave Harwich Town to go to Manningtree. So yes, this station is purely only served by services between the two. There's no direct London trains from here. So anyway, so we'll update you shortly. Right, so Dovercourt station serves the seaside town of Dovercourt in Essex. Station did have a name change in the past. It was renamed from, it was called Dovercourt Bay between 1913 and 1972, but after that it got renamed to just Dovercourt. Now basically the track that's used there is what's known as the up track, which would have been used towards London. And it's actually, this station's actually a short walking distance away from Harwich Town. They're pretty close by, to be honest, but you do leave one town and enter into another with Harwich Town, so that is the difference. There were two tracks here. As you can see, there is a remnant of another one, because diesel and steam used to run through here, but the operational track is the up track. So if you're running from London or running to London, this would be the one that goes up, so it would be the London track. Whilst the other one would have been the Dover, that's because we're at Dovercourt, Harwich track. Not anymore, just the one bi-directional track between the services now. So that's Dovercourt. The next station is terminus, Harwich Town. Right, arriving in now is the 1519 Greater Anglia service to Harwich Town from Manningtree, which we're going to be taking to Harwich Town, the next stop along the end of the line. And it is 720 535. It's the unit on the line today, so there's that one, and we'll head to Harwich Town. Right, so going out there, was the 1526 Greater Anglia service. I think, yeah, Greater Anglia service to Manningtree. So, welcome to Harwich Town. This station is the terminus. As you can tell, once again, there was another track here. This station, it looks like actually this station is, I reckon Dovercourt's the more central of. I mean, Dovercourt's its own town. It's weird because Harwich is its own town, and so is Dovercourt. So technically, I would think Dovercourt is actually more central to both of them anyway. But who knows? So what we're going to do now is we're going to make our way to the other Harwich station, Harwich International. We are getting a bus there, and it's operated by an independent company called Panther Travel, who operate, and you guessed it, it's a Dennis Dart. It is a Dennis Dart, but it's not any ordinary Dennis Dart. You're going to see it very soon. So we're outside Harwich Town station now. This is the other entrance into it. Currently just waiting on our service to take us over to Harwich International. Obviously you're going here, and here we are back at the station. Outside here, if we walk out, basically to the left, we have Harwich bus station, as it's known. Basically it's this one bus pole. As Cameron calls it, it's Harwich bus.
Harwich bus.
Because there's one stand and it's for everything. The 104, the 2, which is what we're getting, and the 3. So yes, there are other bus services that run here. The 18, the 118, which is operated by Panther as well, and the 18 is too. And the 102, which is operated by First as well, but I don't think it's as often. It's only on a Sunday. So yeah, Sunday and evenings and bank holidays. So yeah, we will be heading off to catch the 2 very shortly. But yeah, Harwich bus station, everyone. There goes Panther Travels number 2. That's the Dart, Dennis Dart that they've got. That is incredible. That's a Euro 2 engine Dart. You rarely get that anywhere in service now, unless it's preserved, so that is really cool. Plymouth was covered in them at once upon a time, and now they're not. There's no darts at all. So yeah, brilliant. Great to sit on one of them. The memories just came flooding back. Anyway, here we are, Harwich International. We'll update you shortly. Okay, so welcome to Harwich International. This station is located at Harwich Port, which serves Stena Line that comes in from the Netherlands. 2 crossings a day, I think it is. It's not many that come here. And there are 3 platforms. There is a 720 sat here, which isn't really doing anything. It's meant to form a service, I think, to London Liverpool Street, as known as the Dutch Flyer, which runs from London Liverpool Street, does normal stops to Manningtree, and then runs non-stop to here and terminates here at Harwich International. Doesn't go to Harwich Town, it terminates here instead. Whilst then the hourly services between Manningtree and Harwich Town run as normal. The station also is linked in with the terminal building for the ferry port, but it is closed at the moment because there's no crossings, but I think there is due to be one later, so that's pretty cool. There'll be a train from London that brings people over, so yes. Yeah, that is you don't need to go into the history of this station. It's been open So we're just inside Harwich's ferry terminal, and as you can see, just inside here is well, it was nice because the lady who they open at 5 because I believe there is a departure at some point and there's an arrival, so this place is going to get a lot busier. But basically, yeah, this is built into the station. Platform 1 is accessed down the escalators there, so you can't actually get into platform 1 unless this place is open, which between 9 and 5 isn't. So it's not much that goes on. There isn't actually much really to see around here. Everything you can see, like the check-in desk is there for tickets and reservations for Stena Line who run to the Netherlands, and literally just down there is just some toilets and other waiting areas. There's no like cafes or shops or anything. It's kind of a pretty basic terminal, but it's nice. It's really clean, it's really well laid out, and yeah, so from Harwich International Port it's 9 AM and 11 PM, so the next departure is actually at 11 PM. That's quite crazy when you think about it, considering it opens at 5, but it's to get people here, isn't it? So yeah, there you go. So I'll be setting sail at 11 PM. So we're going to head back to Harwich International Station. We're literally just outside anyway. Well, we're still in it really. And catch our train to Wrabness, the only station we need on the line now. So as I was saying about the previous clip, before I obviously went into the Harwich terminal. So yeah, this station, yeah, it's a unique station really, 3 platforms, and yeah, I think it's different to obviously a lot of the others because this one feels purpose built. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's a really nice station. It's very unique and I've really enjoyed it here. Our wait here has been quite nice actually. The unit is 72107. We're now going to head off to the final station on the line, which is Wrabness, and then that's the Mayflower line complete. So on we go. Wait for the 720 to arrive. Okay, arriving in now is going to be the 1731 Greater Anglia service from Harwich Town to Manningtree. 72535 again. And we're going to take this to Wrabness, and we will update you shortly. Right, there goes 72535 heading off to Harwich Town. We are now here at Wrabness. Don't ask how we ended up going on the Harwich Town service when we got on a Manningtree. We did end up in Mistley because we sort of half asleep, but it didn't really impact anything. So we waited at Mistley and waited for it to come back. Here we are, Wrabness. Update you shortly. Welcome to Wrabness station then. This station again has a bit of history. So this station did have its own signal box, which again was purchased by local enthusiasts and donated again to the Colne Valley Railway at Castle Hedingham, where it's used as a running around loop, or used on it. So that's the first fact about the station. The station serves the village of Wrabness. This village actually doesn't have any amenities, like in terms of public transport. There's no bus link, and you need to know how to drive to live here other than catch the train. So technically you don't, I suppose, but if you want to get anywhere whenever you want, roughly, then driving is good, but I guess that's like the case of anywhere. The sidings on the downside were extended during World War II as well, and on the upside there were sidings too, which were used for coal work. So yeah, this line itself had quite a significance. So yeah, I'll update you in just a moment. But this is Wrabness station. So the other thing about the station, a bit like some of the others, is it's got its own little barrow crossing at the end of the platform, so you can cross over and go between the platforms. It's nice and easy really, it's all step free, so it's a handy station. For a small village like this, to have an hourly service is very good. And obviously there is the sign that gives you the platform guide as well. So this platform for trains to Manningtree, Colchester, Chelmsford and London, technically it's just Manningtree, and you change for Colchester, Chelmsford and London. And over the crossing, which is over there, for trains to Harwich Town, via the other shacks of Harwich International, Dovercourt. So yes, that is the Mayflower line done then. We're just going to head back to Manningtree and just finish that one off as well. We're going to get the 1837, so we've got about 19 minutes here. But yeah, that is Wrabness done. That's all the little shacks done on the Mayflower line. Nice little bit of coverage for the line. Also, there is a wildlife area literally just outside with a very random and oddly lifelike statue of a bee. It's made of wood, obviously. And there's also a sculpted owl. Look at it stare at you. That's a bit creepy. It does look like it's staring. Imagine it light up at night. Evil owl. Yeah, so this is a wild area that's been planted by locals, and apparently the hedgehogs roam around here as well, but you don't find them very much because they're always hiding. So yes, but yeah, so you can just literally waltz around here when you're waiting for a train. I imagine it looks quite nicer in better weather conditions, but yeah. So yeah, that is Wrabness station. We'll update you when our train arrives. Okay, arriving into Wrabness now is the 1837 Greater Anglia service to Manningtree from Harwich Town. We're going to take this back to Manningtree now. (7:20.535) of course. Right, we're back at Liverpool Street. Unfortunately, when we got to Manningtree, we had to rush straight onto this train because we wanted to get a flirt in, because why not? But also, yeah, we had to cross over quite quickly. But pretty much everything that was covered in the video has been covered. We haven't missed anything, so that's okay. Thank you for watching today's video from Essex. If you have liked what you've seen, do like and subscribe, and do leave any comments, because I'll let them as when I can, and any recommendations are welcome, so leave us in the comments as well. Been excellent here. I've really enjoyed it. Cam's playing with doors. Yeah, see you next time for the next Every platform. But yeah, from me and Cam, and also from Brandon and Liam as well. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.